Hello and welcome back to another coffee tasting video. I'm your host, Sterling Miller. If this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. This is a Nespresso-centric channel. We deal with Vertuo Line, Original Line, and some unboxings. Make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you're alerted anytime we drop a new video, which is every Tuesday. Wow. Oh man. So last week we did the secret word in the video, which was circus monkeys. Why was it circus monkeys? I don't know. That's the word I chose. I literally just thought of it on the spur of the moment. In fact, we had to film it twice because my wife started laughing. So people started commenting, putting that down in the comments, and YouTube started flagging it. I have no idea why. The very first comment I saw that was pinned and actually stayed was a comment from a lady by the name of Karen. She noticed that evidently she had seen a comment above hers from Rachel, and her comment disappeared, and then I honestly don't know what was going on. It just seemed like for whatever reason, YouTube or whatever looks at the comments didn't like the word circus monkeys. Who would have thunk? So we ended up having two winners last week. Those will be going out shortly. They should have actually shipped by the time you see this video. But yeah, who would have thought that circus monkeys would get flagged by YouTube? So for follow-up videos, I'm going to try to make it a word that absolutely in no way should be flagged by YouTube. Could make it a little more interesting, but good job detecting it. It was in the second part of the video where I said 3.7 ounce lungo pour, and I'm going to leave the milk 3 ounces, circus monkeys, and then kept going. That was the comment. You guys nailed it. Great job. Oh, went to Scottsdale Nespresso store this week, looking to pick up 3 different coffees for a review that would have been today. Arrived at Scottsdale and they were out of the Lake, oh man, now I'm gonna mess it up, Lake Kavu? Anyways, they were missing the Rwandan coffee. They were out of the Master Origin Mexico series coffee, and they were out of pumpkin spice cake. I like shot O for O, so I just picked up some of my daily drinker stuff. I picked up the coffee for the winners. Yeah, it was kind of weird. They were just out of everything. So I thought, let's have a little bit of fun. This coffee has been requested more than any other single coffee since I started the channel, and I never reviewed it. So we're gonna hit it up today. We're going back to a classic, Stormio, one of their coffees that's been around since basically the Vertuo Line started. So let's take a look at what they say about it. The aromatic profile, a long pre-wetting and high temperature allow to express the spicy and woody notes of Stormio. Rich and strong, an intense coffee, Stormio's myriad aromas stem from its highly roasted Nicaraguan and Guatemalan Arabica coffee beans that invoke spicy, woody, and cereal notes. They also say here, adding milk softens the intensity of Stormio, but distinct roasted notes remain. Well, in the interest of absolute full disclosure, this will not be the first time I'm tasting Stormio. I have had Stormio in the past. I've never sat down and actually analyzed it against what they said I should taste, but in the interest of full disclosure, this won't be a brand new experience, but I will still give my best opinion of it. So let's take a look at the pods here. Classic, nice green pods. These are, wow. Brand spanking new. Look at that. Those are very full, so these are very, very new pods. Nice little, I don't know, kind of almost a forest green. I would like to say it's stamped on the bottom, but it is not. It's just a green pod with no label. Spicy, woody notes, Stormio. Let's go brew a cup. Stormio for the Vertuo Line. Let's get this one going. All right, that one's done. Smells absolutely wonderful while it's has almost a little bit of a, almost like a sweet note to it. Smells pretty good. They say intensity 8. Probably pretty close. It's got a little bit of a reddish color to it, but yeah. Let's go give it a taste. All right, I'm just gonna, a nice crema layer, very thick. All right, Stormio for the Vertuo Line. Let's give it a taste. That's good. I was saying while it was, oh man, that's good. I was saying while it was brewing that I on purpose haven't drank any of it for months, so I kind of forgot what it tasted like on purpose because I knew I was eventually going to review it again. And oh man, yeah, this one's good. Intensity 8, yeah, might be a little heavy for somebody new to it, but the flavors, little bite, that might be the, got a little bit of a, yeah, the spicy is there, and then they say woody notes. I think it almost has a, I don't want to say charcoal, but kind of that woody, I guess woody, charcoal-y type flavor to it. Yeah, barbecue. Maybe barbecue's a better word than charcoal. But it's got kind of that, yeah, that woody, spicy. They mentioned cereal notes. Yeah, it's got a good, it's very light in the oil. It's got a good amount of like spice, bitter, right? Like on about the front third of your tongue. It's just a good cup of coffee. It's a very well balanced one. Again, the cereal notes, no, but the spicy woody notes, absolutely. It's just got a very, very balanced thing. They mention adding milk softens the intensity, which for me, I think it's great the way it is. The intensity's at level 8. That's a good, anytime for me, drinker. So the intensity of Stormio, but the distinct roasted notes remain. So I'm looking forward to seeing if that spicy, woody stuff comes through yet. Let's go round 2. Let's go try it with milk. Stormio, round 2. Let's go brew another cup. Stormio, round 2. I got my taller mug here. So I'm gonna get this one brewing. Now we're gonna come over here to our Aracino frother. I'm gonna use 3 ounces of milk. I think that should suffice. And then I'm not honestly looking for that much froth. So I'm gonna set it just to the basic froth setting. Our pod is done. Our milk is done. Not bad. Got a little layer going there. We got a little oil layer there. Oh, yes. Let's go give it a taste. I love little coffee things like that. Just fun. All right, let's get this blended together. All right, Stormio with 3 ounces of milk. Let's give it a taste. Yeah, wow. Yeah, I think this one they've about nailed the description. It does par down the intensity of the coffee itself, but now the spice doesn't have as much bitter on it. It's still there. You still do taste the woody notes, cereal notes. Didn't taste them before, still don't taste them. Yeah, that's just a good cup. I got an idea. I'm gonna use just a little bit of sweetener in this one. I'm gonna start with just 1 pump. This is kind of like I don't know if you want to call it a simple syrup, but it's a sugar-free one. So let's just give this 1 pump, or maybe we'll have to go like a pump and a hair more since it didn't do it the first time. Let's try it with just a pump of sugar here. Yeah. So Stormio really wow. That's really good. I don't normally put sugar into my coffees, so this honestly is pretty good. Yeah, just a hint of, we have the spicy notes, the woody notes, and then just that hint of sweetness going by. That's pretty good by itself. I think I'm tempted to do another round and go a totally different direction with this coffee. I have an idea. I think this one might be fun. Let's go round 3. Let's go brew another cup. It's gonna be a concoction, but I think it's gonna be good. We're gonna take Stormio. We're gonna get this one going, brewing it into the cup. In fact, I think I might add a little bit of ice to that to help cool it off. One of our round ball ice is in there. We have our standard 20-ounce cup that we're gonna use. Yeah, we're gonna do a shaker this time. Let's put 2 pumps of the simple syrup or the sweetener. Let's add in, 1, 2, 3, 4 pumps of chocolate. Then we're gonna add in 2 ounces of milk, 2 ounces of heavy whipping cream. All right, so I added just a little more ice into this guy. The coffee finished. Feels like it's reasonably cool. So I'm gonna try and not make a mess. Pour this in. Add in oh man, that's getting so full I may not be able to shake this. Wish me luck because the floor might be a mess. Okay, this is leaking too much, so I'm gonna go over the sink real quick and come back. Added a few ice cubes back in. Hopefully this doesn't dump everywhere. Ooh. Oh, there it is. I have absolutely made a mess. Hopefully the mess is as good as it, or hopefully the mess is worth the taste. The taste is worth the mess. Let's go give it a taste. I'm excited. I don't know how this is gonna play out, but it sounded good, especially with the spicy woody notes. I'm thinking the chocolate's gonna play well. A little bit of a sweeter drink. It's still somewhat summer. We're moving into fall, but let's give this a try. Wow. That's so good. Oh, man. I think the cream was the right way to go. It adds that smooth, silky texture. You're still getting, yeah, a little bit of bite on the tongue. The woody notes have really taken a back seat, but that sweetness, the chocolate is coming through. But it's not, I was a little bit scared putting that many pumps of chocolate in it because I thought it might be too sweet, hoping that the milk and everything else would tone it down just a touch, and it was, I think, the right amount. Oh man, that is really, really good. The spicy, sweet, that's just, now I kind of wish I would have done that at the beginning of summer, because these are great. Wow. Let's see what they're doing here on the Stormio. Is part of their normal series. $1.10 a pod. Yeah, 100%. This one's definitely a purchase. As a cup of coffee, it was extremely good. It's very well balanced. Even though it's on the intense side, it's still very well balanced. Now, for somebody that's new to Nespresso, it may not quite be the one for them. You may want to step down into like a Malazio or something like that. But this is very, very good. With milk, it was good. What really elevated it, and I think it's the spicy, woody notes, or the blending of this one, is a little bit of sweetness. So a little bit of sugar in this really made this pod excel. And then when we turned it into an iced coffee, so good. And it's a standard one that you can always get your hands on. That's what's so exceptional. Now, some of the iced ones that we reviewed, I still think they lend themselves a little better, but this is really good. Very, very, very good as an iced coffee. So if you can't get your hands on like the iced frittato or something like that, skip over to Stormio. If you guys try this recipe out, drop it down in the comments. Let me know what you thought of it. Let me know what you guys think of Stormio as an iced coffee, because this was exceptional. Where does it ultimately fall? This is a purchase, 100%. Good coffee all the way around. And is it the second time? I think it's the second time. 5 out of 5 pods. This one's definitely a keeper. Put it in your catalog for coffees to have on hand, especially that person that says, I like a good strong cup. This one's gonna be great. It's not overpowering. It's just really good. Before I go, the website, I got handed the website back. I'm just adding some content to it. I firmly believe by next week it's going to be live. The first ones to know about that will be the patrons. I'll post it there first. Hopefully their section works and it shows things and lets them in the way it's supposed to work. But we'll know there. Speaking of the patrons, I picked up another patron this week. I thank you again so much. You guys are just awesome. And I posted the channel on Reddit. I was a little scared to do that because Reddit can be a little brutal, and I watched that thread for quite a while, the /Nespresso subreddit, and people seem to be awesome there, and it was a very nice experience so far being there. And if you guys haven't checked it out, I think it's worthwhile subscribing there. It's the subreddit Nespresso. That will bring us to a close of another video. I thank you once again for your time. If you would like to see any coffees reviewed, whether it's for the original line or the Vertuo line, drop that down in the comments. I'll do my level best to get it out to you. Hopefully next week we will have some of the new coffees that they were out of. This week we'll bring those to you, and make sure that you guys like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you are alerted anytime, and continue just to share the channel out like you have been. It's just been a steady growth. I thank you. I have you guys to thank, and you've made the channel what it is, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Until next Tuesday, have a great rest of your day.